from the beginning, can you tell us what you saw when you were sitting out here?
What I did, I was sitting in the truck, and the weather turned, and it got dark, and then I seen a water spout coming right over here from the left, and it went across. It came across, and it looked like it was going to dissipate and go in the air. It came back down, and it jumped the railroad tracks right up in here, and went back between the railroad tracks and the tree line over here, and it went through toward the trees. And it was amazing. It was big, and it was amazing, you know, to see it go across like that. You know, it's, you know, it kind of freaked me out. I was like, I got a little nervous, but I mean, what could I do? I couldn't leave. I'm safer here under this than running out in the street. So I just kind of watched it, and it looked like it was going to die out, and then it was going up, and it came back down again, and then it went off toward the trees back over in this tree line behind me.
Did you see it lift off or dissipate finally at the end?
Oh no, I saw it go off in the air over in that area toward the trees, and it kind of just faded away.
Gotcha.
I mean, and it was so dark by the time in the rain shears and everything. When it got closer to them trees, I lost sight of it because the rain shear was so hard and heavy here. I mean, I could barely see out the truck. I was rolling down the window in the truck to look at it. I was just so amazed with it. You know, it's weird to see something like that go across. It's pretty amazing, you know. I got a little scared with it, but, you know, like I said, you know, up under here, I figured I was safer under here than running out of here with my truck. So I just sat it out. And the wind, I think the wind got up here to about, you know, at least about 50 or 60 miles an hour because it was moving my truck. It was moving my truck around a little bit, you know, when it came by.
What were you hearing?
It was rumbling. I thought it was the train at first. It sounded like the train because there's a train track right here, and the train comes past. And I heard the rumbling, and it came down real close. But when you couldn't hear it when it was up in the air, but when it came back down and it started hitting the ground, you started hearing the rumbling. And the closer it got this way, the louder it got, and then it got pretty loud, and then it started going away from me. Then it, you know, I lost it in the wind shear and the water shears, you know. But it was pretty amazing to see it, you know. It was unreal. I wish y'all could have got a shot of it. Y'all would have loved it because it was probably one of the biggest ones I've seen in a long time, you know. It was large. It was pretty large.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna ask you. Anything you can kind of like compare it to?
Yeah, I mean, I would say the area where I saw it, it was at least, you know, 200 or 300 feet wide or more. You know, it was pretty big. You know, I thought it was smaller than that until it got close to me, right on the other side of these railroad tracks behind me. Then I could see how big it was, and that's when it got pretty loud and it was rumbling. I couldn't even hear myself think in the truck. It sounded like the train was right next to the truck. And between that and the wind shear and the rain shear, it was pretty amazing. You know.
You said it was right on the other side of the railroad.
Yeah, the railroad tracks. Yeah, you see that right there, them railroad tracks? Where that second telephone is? About 100 yards past that is railroad tracks, and it was right on the other side of those railroad tracks that went across. It jumped. I could see it behind that last camp back there. I seen where it came off the Gulf water, and it came across, and it went in the air, and the tail kind of whipped up like it was going to dissipate, and it came back down. It started again. It went across right behind them railroad tracks right here behind me, you know. And you know, and I was getting ready. I just got off the phone. She said, "They got a bad weather coming your way. You better get everything done." I was like, "I'm trying to get it done," you know. But like I said, if y'all would have here, y'all would have had some beautiful shots. Because I mean, from right here, you would have had some beautiful shots.
And you weren't scared at all?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen weather. And I rode out Katrina here. I rode out Betsy. I've been here. You know, I'm 65 years old, so you know, I mean, I rode out some pretty major hurricanes, and it's just something we deal with. It's Louisiana. It's a Louisiana thing, you know. But I mean, you know, Mother Nature can do some bad things to you, you know. So, you know, I mean, yeah, was I scared? Yeah, a little bit, you know, but, you know, not that bad. As long as it did, if I seen it coming toward me, I'd have tried to outrun it. But being it started going away from me, but it was pretty close. But being it started going away from me, I just sat it out right here in my truck, you know. And I tried to get a shot of it with my cell phone, but all you could see was the black because of the wind shear and I just like erased it. I was like, ah, man, I wish I could have got a shot of it because I'd like to show it to my wife, you know.